Severance for the first time a few months ago, but I was putting on my friend to the show. And so, you know, we're girls. So she's on FaceTime watching it and I'm just in the background giggling, right? If you watch any type of dystopian with black people, by the way, or a thriller, we are prone to conspiracy theories. Every black person believes in at least one conspiracy theory, okay? She already is like, yeah, PD finna die. What's going on with Milchick? What's going on with the whole severance process? Like, how can you be unsevered? So then, as Black Muslim women, we started talking about the racial element. And I was telling her that none of the administration and the bosses were severed. It was only the workers. And it really hit me that, like, Milchick wasn't severed. He didn't need to be severed. Do you want to know why? He's already a black man in a white corporate workplace. To be black in these spaces means for you to sever yourself. That cognitive dissonance, that W.E.B. Du Bois talking about the theory of double consciousness, right? Alhamdulillah, I don't have a lot of experience working in corporate. Before I became a full-time content creator on my own, I was working at BuzzFeed during the pandemic. And even just the politicking and the code switching and the nice nastiness that I had to endure just virtually had me. For black people to exist in white America, you already have to sever the self. Which people think about code switching as just the words you use, but it's an entirely different tonality in how you speak, where you put the emphasis, how much energy or excitement you add to words. Also, the way that black women have to literally do so much to change their hair or wear a certain wig for work. A certain hairstyle is acceptable in the workplace and other hairstyles are not. Certain bodies, right? Certain outfits are acceptable for black women in work and certain are not. Or even, this is something I dealt with even when I was a teenager, like working in retail, always being told that you weren't really friendly, that you're introverted, that you're not a team player. Why? Because black people, black women who usually always have such a big exuberant personality have to minimize it to stay in control of the mask that they have on. So no, Rebecca, I don't want to kiki after work. No, Julian, I'm not going to give you my Instagram because you are going to mess up that severance process. We were talking about how the body remembers, right? The body keeps score. So even if you aren't able to access that place, that consciousness, once you leave Lumen, once you get back to being your outie, just as a black person, there is so much trauma in having different parts of yourself. And this is why I say that all black people, in my opinion, are neurodivergent. Epigenetically, the trauma that has been caused to our bloodline, of course, has led to certain splits or deviances in regards to how our brain processes information and functions in society. Shout out to my man Milchick for winning that Emmy, and I'm super excited for the next season. Oh, and I highly recommend watching Severance with your local Hotep today.